There was an earthquake in Turkey, labeled as the biggest disaster of the century. It truly was a great catastrophe, where 20 million people were affected along a 500 kilometers fault line. Many people spoke about this earthquake, sharing different opinions. How can this event answer the questions about the nature of evil? What was the true essence of this event? How should we view it? Did we understand the message of the earthquake? There are some crucial points worth talking about on this matter. Now, we won't discuss the material causes behind the earthquake's occurrence, as scientists explain everything, covering all aspects. Their findings are already based on scientific evidence. So, how about talking about a subject that earthquake experts do not talk about? Is it possible to read the earthquake through the messages sent to us by the Creator, beyond seeing it only as a natural disaster? Of course, earthquakes have material causes, fault lines, energy release, etc. Are these reasons sufficient to understand the event? Imagine having a conversation with someone. They say, "You always attribute everything to the Creator. Connect everything to your faith." What if we respond, "On the contrary, you are the ones disconnecting everything from the Creator"? Let's understand this with a different example. For instance, an architect built a building, and let's say I'm showing it to you. I say the architect built it for a reason. You object, and say you're attributing everything to the architect. How absurd would that be? Why shouldn't everything be attributed to the architect who designed and considered all these details? Could the Creator not have created the world without earthquakes, without fault lines, in a flawless and problem-free manner? Of course He could. His knowledge and capability are more than sufficient. Consider the diversity in people's appearances, voices, and fingerprints. Where does this diversity come from? Our cells have 46 chromosomes, and almost every organ in our body is the same. Similarly, the diversity in faces, voices, and fingerprints, constantly changing, signifies the existence of a Creator who consciously controls and modifies these atoms, cells, and structures. Isn't it logical to think that even the smallest atom's movements are under His control, and the Earth's movements and earthquakes are not outside His awareness? Can a system that governs all planets and stars with incredible harmony not create the Earth without earthquakes and fault lines? Could He not have created the world smoothly, without problems? The evidence of all His actions supports His ability to do so. Therefore, shouldn't these fault lines, cracks, and earthquakes be considered as mechanisms deliberately placed beneath the Earth? Why are the earthquakes happening then? Does the Creator want to disturb people? Does the Creator want to disrupt people's lives? He provides all the pleasures of the world and then disrupts all worlds. Why does He do this? Therefore, the Creator's purpose must be something else, because He did not create us to only enjoy life, to indulge in the temporary wealth of this transient world, to forget the hereafter, but rather to gain the eternal realm in the other world through the test in this world. This test is sent to us by the Creator, a divine test. There are no coincidences or natural interventions, as these tests are for progress. Imagine if exams were removed from the education system. Graduates, without facing any exams, would render the entire education system worthless. Therefore, the essence of this process is the test. There must be a test to strive for, struggle for progress, and competition. Humans will be tested to reach the level of being accountable to the Creator. However, students do not determine the exam questions. The teacher does. The teacher chooses the topics they want to test. Now, humanity is going through a test. The Creator is testing us from every situation, from every question, seemingly pushing us forward. This is a part of the test. Ultimately, everyone's faith and beliefs surface during moments of calamity. Therefore, this test indicates that worldly life is temporary. It reminds us that it's not worth breaking hearts for the sake of this temporary world and its wealth, and that it's not worth giving up the hereafter, forgetting the Creator. It's a message, almost a divine warning, telling us that the Creator is expecting gratitude from us, seeking servitude, wanting us to know Him, and saying, "Do not be preoccupied with the world, and forget your hereafter and your Creator." Did this earthquake event align with the Creator's purpose, or did it become an obstacle? After the earthquake, everyone became more aware of the blessings. They understood the transience of the world, the necessity of working for a real realm. They realized that sacrificing the hereafter for the sake of worldly gain is not worth it. Along with this, the earthquake brought the entire world to the scene, prompting everyone to unite and compete to heal each other's wounds. It revealed that, in reality, there is no fight, noise, or discrimination among us. It showed that fundamentally, we are all human beings, and pain has no race. We demonstrated an epic together. Truly, the world needed this picture, and it was the result of a 1.5-minute action, the earthquake. The seeds spread in many souls through this earthquake blossomed. As everyone's awareness of those seeds awakened with compassion, people rushed to the field as if to heal humanity's wounds like a compassionate mother. Everyone rediscovered their humane feelings. This too is a gain from the earthquake. However, when the incident is attributed to chance or nature, and when it is not known that it is under the control of a Creator, the situation becomes terrifying and dreadful. Lives and properties are lost, and there is no gain. People's spirits are bleeding in an atmosphere of complete hopelessness. Those who lost their lives will be rewarded with martyrdom in the hereafter by the Creator. Lost properties can transform from being temporary and perishable assets into eternal and everlasting treasures when considered as charity. And there is nothing lost. There is much to gain. Believing in this, the wounds will be healed in this way. Every leaf on an oak tree shares a common design, unfolding into existence with a precision that mirrors the grandeur of oak trees worldwide. This uniformity in growth and form is not a product of chance, but a clear manifestation of divine intention. It is the artistry and omniscience of the Creator who orchestrates every detail of existence, ensuring that not even a single leaf stirs without His decree. If we consider the immense complexity of nature, where the earthquake happens on the earth, it becomes evident that a supreme will and order govern all. Similarly, when a mother disciplines her child with a slap, our focus isn't on the act itself, but on the intention and reasoning behind it. In summary, the earthquake is not a self-occurring event. It is an indication of a divine will, an intentional arrangement. It is a test, a divine test, a message to remember the transient nature of worldly life, to prioritize the hereafter, and not to forget the Creator. This test, this divine trial, is essential for our progress and development. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below.